What up, people? It's your boy Stealth Jet back at it once again, and I am here to bring you some more gameplay. Now, if I know my lobby sizes, I want to say this is between big and small. This is medium. As far as I know, there's like maybe 4 more players that should be here, but I guess the matchmaker was like, y'all don't like this map, so we're going to put everybody who queued up for this map in that 1 minute in this here match. And so, here we are. And what I'm doing right here is I believe I was getting some food out of the microwave because it was like, 2 o'clock when I was making this video. Well, yeah, like playing this game. So, now that we're off, let's talk. Remember when this gun, the LD6A1, remember when this gun was first introduced and y'all were like, I don't like it, I don't like it. And then I kept using it. And then y'all realized that this gun was good. And then it got nerfed. Yeah. You had to deal with that, didn't you? Don't get me wrong, the gun is still good. It's just not as good when it was first introduced. I believe the bloom got nerfed. I could be wrong. But you know what though? I'm gonna complain about this game for maybe about 30 seconds. Guys, can you recall in the comment section down below, can you recall the last time something got buffed? Not nerfed, but buffed. Can you recall that? Let me know in the comment section down below. Going forward with the match here, I'm going to use this here comm station. And notice how I take a look at the map and then use the comm station. You see, whenever an airdrop is near an exit, you want to move that airdrop. If you want to play like me using radiation grenades. Because an airdrop near an exit is an airdrop too close. If you can get that airdrop to be in the center of the map, if not somewhere in no man's land, do that. Yes, I know, the whole point of my plan is to put on radiation on the airdrop, but if you hurry and be quick about what you gotta do in the game, you can hit 2 comm stations before anyone else can. And I say all that, and yet, I'm not moving right now. But now I am though. So, like I said, I want to hit a second comm station. And I'm going to pause right here and tag where that airdrop's going to land at. But let me tell y'all something. The more you play the game, the more you realize that everybody has a shared reaction. What do I mean by that? I mean, all players in this game are going to react in a certain way whenever they see you, or they know that you have seen them. Let me say that one more time. When they know that they have been seen by you, or when you have seen them. When that guy took cover behind that car, and I took cover behind that truck, he used his port. And let me tell you why he used that port. I lingered behind that truck for too long, and he lost sight of me. I want to say 40% of the reason why you use a port is to find out where somebody is. But what this guy didn't, take into account was, maybe I seen him. I disappeared from his vision, and that caused him to get to second guess himself. And then, when he heard the mortars coming down, there was no need to guess. He knew he was dead. Well, not really dead, but spotted. Then when the mortar slapped him in the back of his head, and a bullet did it at the same time, yeah, he was dead for sure then. So all I can really tell you is, keep playing the game, and keep getting into gunfights, but don't pay attention to the gunfights themselves. Pay attention to the moment before anybody fires the first bullet. Then you'll realize, the game isn't about who fires first. It's about who sees who first. I mean, sure, getting the first bullet off in an all-out gunfight is cool and all. But if you can get the drop on somebody before they even fire a bullet themselves, that saves you a ton of headache and resources spent. Now we arrive at the second comm station, and for sure, I'll put radiation on an airdrop. And yeah, pro tip, if you land on that blue, I guess, haystack, whatever the fuck that shit is, then you don't take fall damage. Remember when that barred house was opened? Yeah, I'm kind of betting that the guy is still here. So I'm going to take a chill pill and see if I can listen for his footsteps. Inside the house or outside the house. There are 3 basic rules, unwritten laws, if you will, of playing this game. This game known as Vigor. There are 3 unwritten laws that this game has. And I'm going to tell you the second one. The first and the third one you'll find out later on in, my upload schedule. Number 2 is this. Never use the detector and then stand in front of it like an idiot. Or in this case, be on one knee near it like an idiot. If y'all notice, the things I do, a new player is not going to know. And honestly, that's 40% of the reason why I upload these videos.
Airdrop incoming. Get ready.
This game is very difficult. Very difficult. The learning curve on it is steep as hell. And yes, I made a video with that exact same title. But every time you kill somebody, every bullet you expend, it's a risk. But at the same time too, everything that you do in and of itself is a risk. Whether that be walking, opening a barred house, tossing a grenade, placing a transmitter. Anything you do in the game is a risk. And here's a very simple reason why. You don't see behind you. You only see what your camera sees. And there's no minimap. So you gotta be vigilant. Like how my objective in the top right hand corner of your screen says. You gotta be watchful of anything that is around you. Also, anything that just might be above you. Like this. I'm going to share with you all something that I learned before I started this here YouTube channel. Whenever you are sneaking up on somebody and you caught them out in the open, and you know you're crouch walking behind them, you know you're taking it slow, hiding behind cover, and just casually walking up behind them, you don't want to be too close. Because for every scenario that ends up like this, there's going to be a scenario when the guy is going to turn around with his camera, but not with his gun, and he's going to lure you into a trap. And I'm not going to lie, that has happened to me on stream, that has happened to me in my videos. Here's how you combat that. Number one, don't be too close. But number two, listen. If you're watching a guy walk, right? And you hear his footsteps, and all of a sudden they stop, he's waiting for you. He's waiting for you in the bush. He's waiting for you behind a rock. He's waiting for you somewhere. Because he's seen you. But here's the thing. He didn't pull out his gun and turn toward you. He lured you into a false sense of security. You think you're secure in the fact that this is going to be an easy kill because he doesn't know you're there. But there are layers to this here gameplay. Now look, all I'm going to say is this. Radiation in this game is a great equalizer. It's a great equalizer. And I'm so glad they put radiation grenades in the game, because now that adds a whole nother layer of gameplay onto, I guess, gameplay. It doesn't matter how good somebody is, or how new somebody is. Radiation is going to have the same effect on them no matter what. Because this guy was up here waiting for somebody to go for an airdrop, or trying to go for the time safe even though it's on the other side of the map, he still died. It's not because of, him waiting too long. It's because he was running so far with the airdrop that had radiation on it, his health was lowered, which made him a very, very easy kill. Guys, this is how I use radiation grenades. If you want to do the same thing, follow this video. I'll see you next time. Peace.